The Winter Olympics are set to kick off soon, but hardly anyone is talking about sport. Joining us now to talk about what topics are casting a shadow over things is the Wall Street Journal's Sharon Terlep from the sports desk. Sharon, thank you very much for being there.
Glad to be here.
So normally when we run up to the Olympics, we think about, who's going to win what? But actually that isn't the top of mind for people talking about the Olympics. One of the things is the worry about security, right?
Sure, and that's been the dominant issue all along. It has been, particularly since there were some terrorist attacks in December. It's been on everyone's mind, definitely the Russian government's minds.
That's the security issue is a big one because there are separatists and terrorists wanting to disrupt that. But there are other things too. One of the other things is the gay rights issues. Tell us about that.
A big political flashpoint. Russia passed a law that bans what it calls pro-gay propaganda. It's a very vague law, so there's a lot of questions and concerns about how that might be enforced. And so it's become for pro-gay activists, it's become a real target. Sponsors in the last week have begun to hear from activists and get some criticism. So and it had fallen out of the spotlight for a while, but the mayor of Sochi came out this week and said there are no gay people in Sochi, which started a whole new wave of kind of discussion about this.
Really, that would be remarkable if that was indeed true. Other stuff we've been hearing about are the cost overruns, right?
Sure. I mean, it's been incredibly expensive. I think they're at, they're at millions and millions of dollars. A lot of criticism, particularly given the state of the Russian economy. So yeah, that's definitely been an issue.
And the cost overruns are, quite normal when you're constructing buildings, which you do for the Olympics. But some of these have been quite startling.
Yeah, I mean, as New York can attest to, I mean, anytime you build a stadium, there tends to be overruns. But this is above and beyond. Raises questions about whether Russia was ready. Raises questions about the process and the IOC's decision to grant the games to Russia. So I think all those things are being talked about right now.
So are there big chances that this goes off marred, this Winter Olympics? Does it get hurt by negative publicity, by security threats? Is that all we talk about, or do we actually get to talk about the sports? What do you think? What's your guess?
I think if there's not a major terrorist event or something like that, then it will go off. I mean, if you recall with other Olympics, there tends to be a pre-game controversy. With China, it was human rights. With London, there were security issues. Even in Vancouver, there was, everybody was talking about whether the weather was too warm for a Winter Olympics. I think for spectators who are actually there, the security measures will be very restrictive, but most people are watching on TV. And if there's not an event, people will be talking about the game soon.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you very much, Sharon Terlep of the Wall Street Journal.